Everybody, welcome to a little morning video. I'm Alex and Tuna. I'm just going to jump in this model. So I'm going to enter the, I guess they call it the Pwnisher challenge they do every year. I'm going to try to finish this, but since the character is going to be like this small, I'm not really concerned about the front, a lot of the details, because I need to get it done in a short amount of time. This is the high poly mesh that I did in ZBrush, and this is the low. You can see it looks muddy, but I had already went to Toolbag to bake down the textures, so you can see that it worked here. But I had messed up. I didn't do the UVs correctly, so I had to start over to reapply these textures. But if you look at the wireframe, it's the low poly mesh. The normal maps will help carry over the details and stuff like that, so when you look at it from this distance, it really won't matter. Kind of looks like Mandalorian meets Hulk, I guess, because I was painting the textures and I started looking like Mandalorian after a while. I was like, well, that's what it is. So he's gonna have a big gun or whatever and then shooting stuff, so we'll see where we get. I'm gonna go ahead and reapply these textures. I had a chrome scratched, turning this on. There's a paint layer that's a mask, so I'm going to turn that on, and I'm going to paint back in what I had. Symmetry's turned on. For anybody using Toolbag, you can show the guides, and the guide will show up, turn it off, whichever. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you don't want to see the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and paint back my details. Quick and dirty, just trying to get to the rigging stage. Debating of keeping the rig in Unreal or going with Blender. I don't know. A part of me wants to make it into a learning exercise for Unreal, doing animations with characters. And a part of me also knows the timeline, so a little bit of back and forth trying to figure out what I'm going to do. From a distance, I was hoping that some of the muddiness really won't matter, given he'll be this big, even smaller probably. So whatever I add is just to kind of give it a look. You don't see his face, but I did do a face kind of, or a robot face. I didn't really complete it. I was going to add more details in Blender, but if we don't see it, I won't add it. It won't matter. But when I did my textures, what happened was I had originally tried to mirror it, and I used ZenUV, but mirror seams didn't carry all the mirrored details over, so it kind of got messed up, and I should have checked that. I should have known better. It's all good. This is how it's looking now, so maybe it's fine. I should save. Let's save it. Let's go back over here. Trying to remember what I had originally. It wasn't too much. It was just trying to keep a little bit of this chrome going. When I did his chest, it looked like Mandalorian a little bit, so it's what it is. You don't see the chest throughout the thing, but when I do this right here, turn the light, Mandalorian Hulkbuster. So it's whatever. It was just quick and dirty, just trying to get something done. Sometimes just trying to move. Get things in here. I think I did this. Yeah. So we'll just give them some knee pads that are kind of metallic. And I noticed when I started texturing that it wasn't carrying over correctly. Over here, it was stretched, and there was a seam. It was stitched down the middle, so it wasn't painting right. And I was like, oh. That saying, and when you're doing carpentry, like measure twice, cut once. Same thing goes for this. Same thing for textures. go that way. I held the shift button. So I can undo. These textures are a little heavy. I went higher resolution because I didn't want to have to lose any quality. So there we go. All right, and I was just doing little details here and there. Brush. From a distance, you're never going to see any of this. From here, it'll just be a little detail. I think I had this painted too. Quick and dirty, quick and dirty. Just trying to get to the finish line as quick as I can, because not a lot of time in the day. Not a lot. I did these a little different. Let me see. So I wanted to add like an edge to this. And there was also messed up seams in this. I didn't notice it at first until I started looking deeper, and I was like, oh, messed up seams. So just go here, and we'll just do a little edge rim here. Textures can go a long way. It's kind of like painting miniatures. When you do miniatures, you ever 3D print miniatures? Yeah, it's kind of like that. And add like a little buckle here, something like that. Could do a square in this, but I think it's good for now. Little thing. His feet, I noticed I didn't really finish them. But you don't really see them either, so who cares? Just, you're like, his feet look funny. I could go in Blender and add like a mesh right here, and it would kind of probably do it. Ooh, let's do that. Look, see, you got me a happy accident over here. We're gonna do a little steel toe. Who don't like a steel toe boot? So if you do see it, kind of got like the impression. There you go. Steel toe boot. Need to put like a sole on the bottom, but for now, I'm just trying to get there. Yeah, his feet are funny, I know. He's got funny feet. Don't be staring at his feet. So even here, you can clean it up just a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Turn the lighting like Mandalorian if you look at it from a distance a little bit. So what else next? This was mainly for his pants. Let's clear this, clear contents, and gotta give him those good stretchy pants, you know. Kevlar or whatever you call it, like those bulletproof, but he can maneuver. Cause, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I hope the computer fan isn't too loud, but I'll try to put a filter on it to kill some of that noise. Fans are kicking. We don't see the front really, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Boom, boom. There we go. I'm gonna probably add a few decals too. Let's go back down here. This needs to be probably this. Yeah, we'll just paint it all. We can go back in and fix whatever we don't want. So there's that. Yeah. It's kind of metallic. I was pulling up references for some stuff. I guess, since we don't really care. go ahead and add this in too. I wanted to add some decals to his arm, maybe some lights or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Lately just trying to use my time wisely. Plus, I like doing these challenges because it gives you like a little personal deadline for a fun project to experiment at no consequences of having a client needing a deadline. Well, there is a deadline, but you know what I mean. There's more on me to finish this. I'm clienting myself to finish based on that deadline. So there's that. I have a little bit of this leather. Let's see what we got. It's the old map, clear, and I was putting it randomly in here. So let's go here. And I was gonna do it for his hands, but I don't know if that was gonna make it too much like that. I don't know. Let's see. No. So let's go here. And I think the noise is a little too big on the leather. It looks a little too worn. Let's see. Let's get a little close. A little too crackled, huh? Let's tame it. Let's go down. Let's just tame it just a little bit. See that? That's better. We can add more cracks. I don't know. Maybe. You're never gonna see it though. That's what's the thing about it. It's gonna be like this far. Do you see it? I don't see it. It's just a color gradient. Let's just darken it just a little bit. Erase. Nope. Wrong thing. Erase. There. I don't know. So I had an occlusion layer to kind of get a little bit more depth, and another occlusion that's opposite of this one, the overlay. So it kind of highlights a little bit on the opposite end. So if I turn it down, you can just kind of see it's a little more highlighted, and a direction layer just kind of give them a little more up down. But I don't know if I like. Let's see what happens. Let's play with this a little bit. Let's give them a color, a tone. Let's go more blue. Maybe purple. A little more blue. And then this side can be that. And then we go to intensity so you can start to see a little bit of that. A little breaking up of the surfaces. Right? So when you're like this, you kind of got a little bit of color. I don't know. Let's see. Because I want the lighting to also help them, but I don't want them to be too hardcore. I was going to put some decals in here just to kind of break it up. Let's see. Let's put some of that chrome back in here. I think I have to get right there. Subtract. Thought about doing this knuckles, but does it matter? Like right here, like maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it looks. Just little details. I'm not getting too crazy. We're not zooming in. This is just, these are just little accents from a distance. This way he can have a little protection. Yeah, might work. What do you think? A little bit there. What I love is that when you do a high to low bake is that all that detail kind of carried over. You don't have to remesh it too much. I could pull some loops out, but I think it's fine. I wanted to do some illumination too. Let's add that to this. So let's save real quick. Okay, saved, and we're gonna go here to this paint project. Let's add. We got all this awesomeness here, but we're gonna add another one. It's called Missive. Now we have a new slot we can add. Just underscore. Or glow. I'll just call it glow. PNGs. Let's see. Let's do this. See, I thought about adding like a light on his back right here to kind of give him a something. So let's turn. We can leave everything in there. Displacement don't need. This don't need. Scatter don't need. Let's go ahead and change. Let's go to paint black. So this adds a mask. We're gonna push B, scale, control, mouse click. We're gonna do this. Put this right here. Should have did both sides. Both sides. All right, let's clear it. Do it one more time. What I like is that if you really want to, you can even indent it more with this. So you can push back if it's less than, and go back down. So you got like a little bit more, or you can go up. See, look. Now it looks like it's raised inside of itself. You can change the emissive color wherever you are. Let's find a color. It's right there in it. This is that color. Copy color. Let's see if this works. To add anything. Does it change it? Nah. It'll be there. So, let's see. It'll be reflective glass anyway, so we'll go that route. And there's that. So now. So if I turn on ray trace, you can kind of see it. Let's see if I can bump that up. I think that's about as much as it'll go. Really depends on my render setting. I think get in here. Nope, camera. There. And I can do this in the engine too. That's for the light. Wrong one. Where you at? Glare. It's early in the morning. Still trying to wake up. Just a little bit. Something like that. A little bit. Kind of see it. I can always exaggerate. Attach some lights to him. Where else do we want something? I thought about adding like something like that right here too. Like a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know if too much is too much. I said too much is too much. You know what I mean. We'll give him a little bit of a slit right here maybe. Just make him mysterious. Maybe under the eye. See, now looking like he's gonna mess somebody up. Like, don't mess with this dude. He's got like, you know, it also is like Mandalorian with was it Dead Space game with the little glowy? Yeah, it's all good. I like all those things. I like Mandalorian. I like Dead Space. I like stuff. All right, let's put some of the belt. Get that back in there. Only got a few minutes this morning, so let's get this in there. Oh, let's see. All right, the computer was waking up. That leather is still kind of bright on this area. I don't know. I was gonna add something to his belt too. Just because in Blender I can still go back in and attach stuff to his leg, attach a gun. This is just like the first layer that I wanted on him. I could just always add to him. This is like the base, right? So you got it. But he's gonna be so tiny. Once you see him move, you're gonna be like, ah, he didn't need all that. So that's about where I'm gonna stop for this morning. But let's see what we got. You don't see his front. His feet look funny, but it's okay. You don't see his feet because he's like this. Because you'd be shooting that way. So I wasn't really concerned about any of this, even though I did do some of it. Even this is crooked. Nobody's perfect. I was in a hurry. It's what it is. You don't see it. It's kind of like when I used to model homes back in the day. I would model the front face, but when you went to the back of it, nothing. Just a shell. So that's where that's at. So that's some of the morning. Just trying to get some textures in, get some details. I'm thinking I need to find some a little bit better lighting or something. Let's check out what we got, because probably read better too. Let's see, come on, wake up, computer. It's a little slow in the morning. Let's see what this is. It's the hard drive's got to wake up. It was not too bad. It kind of gives up some mood. I want a little bit more sci-fi. Let's go. That was cool. See, this is about where it's going to be. This, that. You're going to see it like that. I like that. Kind of mysterious. You don't really see nothing here. Just kind of like silhouette. Stuff like that. Unless I have them turn just slightly to kind of go, you know, to an angle, you're really not going to see much. And then there's going to be stuff around him too. I think that might work. Play with some lights. Let's play with the light. Let's see. Brightness just a little bit. Yeah, look at that. See? It's about where I wanted it. And with all the reflections and stuff coming around him, I'm going to try to have some moving lights. We'll see how it goes. So we'll stop there. I'm going to save. And hopefully I can do another video soon. We're kind of busy. And not really pressing record. I press record, but I don't post because just trying to. This challenge kind of like gotta cut corners. I want to share stuff, but it's like I gotta cut a few corners. So, well, it's Valentine's Day. Hope everybody has a good Valentine's Day, and it's also Friday. So, take care. See you in the next video. Later.